Okay. Hey guys. Hey, what's up? This is Ryan here. Um, well, I'm sorry. I was just, looking at my phone. My friend's still texting me, but listen, I wanted to come back on here, because I just love making videos. It's fun. I think it's fun. Personally, and I just wanted to talk about the importance of attending events. And if you don't know what kind of events, I'll explain, okay? Because I remember months ago, months ago, I remember a time when I was really struggling in my business. Just honestly, just to be honest, I was really struggling. I wasn't making any money. Okay, I wasn't making anything, and I was just like, I couldn't figure it out. You know, I could not figure it out. I'd never done internet business before at all. I had no idea how it worked. I had no idea how I actually was going to make money, and it sucked. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where it's just like, I mean, you're turning your wheels constantly, and you just can't seem to figure out like how people are making so much money in this industry, in the internet marketing, affiliate marketing industry. But that's where I was at, like last year in 2012, right? Water under the bridge, right? But I went, like, there came a time, and I'm part of something called Empower Network, and I'll have some information on that for you if you're interested later, if you're interested in 100% commissions and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But I was involved with them, and I was having trouble, and honestly, I was having trouble because I have trouble accepting help sometimes, or I had trouble. Except I don't have trouble with it anymore because I realize it makes me successful. But I had trouble accepting help, and I was just doing my own thing basically. Okay, I wasn't following training. I wasn't being smart about it, and like I wish I would have been. Honestly, I would probably be much further along if I actually just decided to stick with it and really just follow the training like they tell you to do, right? Because that's how you make money here. You follow the leaders. Don't reinvent the wheel, and that's what I was trying to do, was reinvent the wheel. And there came a time where an event was coming up, and guys, our events are the most badass thing ever. Okay, I started seeing pictures. Actually, I didn't even think. I don't think they had a picture site then. I don't think I had access to it. Um, but I started hearing. They were talking. They were talking. They were saying one thing. I remember they were saying was, "We're releasing something in San Diego." That's where it was. We're releasing something in San Diego that is going to change the game. And guys, I don't know if you've ever heard anyone say that, but like I've heard people say, oh yeah, I'm about to change the game and everything, and all this stuff, and big talk, and then you end up seeing them not changing the game. You know what I'm saying? These guys were saying it, and I really felt it. I started shaking. I was like, dude, what are they gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen? And like that in itself made me want to go to the event. It made me want to go to the event. And guys, honestly, I can't tell you what I learned at the event. I can tell you about some experiences at the event, but I'm here to tell you the importance of going that, and to express that importance, I'm just going to say what happened after the event. The event was awesome. All right, and I'll talk about it later. You can go check out my videos. I'll probably have something about the event soon if it's not up already. Okay, and like it was the most badass thing I'd ever seen. Right, badass people. Over 3,000 people were there. Okay. And this was the first one I attended. It was only their second event. They had over 3,000 people there. I thought that was pretty amazing. I thought that was a feat. Until Austin happened, which was their third event, which is even bigger. Um, But I came back from the event, and I can't tell you what happened at the event. We had to sign non-disclosure agreements. We were sworn to secrecy to withhold the information that we learned there because it was value information, and it put us all ahead of the game. So I can't tell you, but I got back, and I implied the things that I learned. I had a notepad. It was full. It was full of notes, just full of notes. And I started implying what I had learned there. And from the time the event ended, it like not even a week had passed. Not even a week's worth of time had passed. And after I attended the event, I came back and I applied what I learned at the event, and I got my first 2 signups in Empower Network in the same day. In the same day, not even a week after I got back from the event. Guys, let me just say ahead of time, like as a preface, that event, going to that event, was like the most magical time in my life so far. Like at that point in time, it was the most magical time. Just awesome things were happening constantly throughout the weekend. Really, I'm not even kidding. Okay, and like I said before, I'll talk about it later. But what I saw at the event, what I saw changed me. Because I saw all these people, over 3,000 people, guys. We do something called a commission countdown. I can tell you about this because it's just badass, and I think people talk about it all the time. They do something called a commission countdown, where they're up on stage. Dave and Dave are up on stage, and they're overlooking the crowd. And in this case, it was only 3,000 people. And they say, how many people in this room have made money with Empower Network? Excuse me. Man, that was bad. Kind of stung. How many people are earning money in Empower Network using our system? And 95, guys, I'm not kidding, 95% of the room stood up because they were making money. And I was sitting there, I was like, because I was kind of sitting there crossing my arms, like, man, it's not working. Why am I not making money? What's going on? And then I saw 95% of the room, in a room of 3,000 people, stand up and testify because they were making money with Empower Network because it was so freaking easy. I saw that, and I was like, dude, that's badass. I can do this. This is easy. All I had to do was see these people in front of me. And for some of you, that'll do a lot of good. And after that, dude, you'll go, and you'll make it happen. And for some of you, you don't need the proof. I was one of the guys who needed proof. One of the guys that needed to see these people in front of me. And when I saw them in front of me, and when I saw them actually making money, and when I saw all of those big ass checks being given to these normal people, these nice, wholesome people, these just funny, funny people, just like me. When I saw them up there, I said, you know what? If 2 men who are homeless can do this and make, end up making well over $250,000 a month, I could do it too. If Lawrence Tam, who is a full-time engineer, can do this part-time and end up making 5 times his salary just from building it part-time at his job, if he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. If a mother, an expectant mother, 8.5 months pregnant, can get in and make, I think she said it was like, I can't remember. I think it was like somewhere around 60,000 over the course of 6 months. She didn't even do anything. She barely did anything. Okay, Nicole Cooper, you'll hear her name. But if she can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. Guys, we had a 19-year-old come in. He actually went to the event. And I'm 22, and this really spoke to me. But we had a 19-year-old come in from Canada. I forget his name. He's on the company blog. I'll try and find the link for you. I'll put it below, and you can check that out if you'd like. But he came in. He got to San Diego. He got to the San Diego event, Fight the Forces of Evil. He drove down. He slept in his car the whole time, and he showered on the beach. Okay, and I don't know what he did for food. God bless him. And he came out of the event. 3 months later, retired to the beaches of Thailand because he had made over 70,000. It was like 71,900 something, somewhere around there. He'd made enough at 19 years old. He had made enough to retire in the beaches of Thailand. That is why you go to events. Our Chicago event is coming up, and if you live in Chicago, you are in luck. And if you don't live in Chicago, you need to get there. Okay? Now, guys, only problem is it's a members-only event. Okay? And that makes sense, because to utilize the information that we give you in the events, you will make the best use of it here because you earn 100% commissions. Okay? Now, if you don't want to go, listen, I'll be just a few more minutes. I don't want to make an hour-long video, right? I was at a point a week before the San Diego event, mind you. I was at a point where I was like, God, I was driving, I remember now, I was driving in my car, okay, living in North Carolina in my girlfriend's parents' house with them. Okay, that's where I was. That's where I was. I was living with them. I drove my girlfriend. We were going to the mall. To just to hang out because I couldn't buy anything because I didn't have any money. But we were driving. And I was sitting there. I was like, baby, that Empower Network event is coming up real soon. Or as I just said, the event is coming up. It's on Friday, and she was like, "What event?" I was like, "Well, the Fight the Forces of Evil event, the Empower Network event." You like my little mime driving a car deal? I just stopped doing it. I felt like I looked a little ridiculous, right? But she said, what event? I said, the Empower Network event. And she was like, well, why don't you go? Because I had said, you know what, I wish I could go. But I guess I can always go to the next one. And she said, well, why don't you go? And that blew my mind. That blew my mind because she, I didn't expect her to say that. I didn't expect her to say, hey, why don't you go? I didn't have someone there to say, why not? And guys, I started making excuses. Like I started saying, oh, well, you know what, my mom, she would flip out if she knew I went to San Diego, from North Carolina to San Diego. And I don't know. I mean, I could probably use the money for something else. And guys, I started making excuses, right? And I thought about it the rest of the day because she just accepted it. She accepted my excuses. But I thought about it the entire day. I got back to the house. Okay, we were about to fall asleep. I was sitting there, my girlfriend was falling asleep. And in my mind, I I saw a place. I saw a place where I wouldn't have to worry about getting bills paid. I wouldn't have to worry about when I'm going to be able to take my girlfriend out on a nice date, out to dinner and a movie. I imagined a place where I would be free. Try that. Just imagine a place where, if time and money weren't an issue, you would be there and you'd be happy. That's what I was doing. And I imagined that. And I said, well, what's in the way? And I realized that my excuses were in the way, that I was in the way of my own success. I realized that, I said, Ryan, stop being a jerk. Stop being a wussy. Stop making excuses. I said that. I said, stop being a wussy. Stop being a wussy. Stop making excuses. Stop being a jerk and just go for it. Get all in and get your ticket. Get your ticket. Book your airline tomorrow and do it. And right there, I had a decision. To keep doing what I was doing, which wasn't making me money, or I could go to an event and change my inner game so that I could put myself in a position to make the money I wanted to make instead of settling for something less. And I chose to go for it. I woke up the next morning. I got all in with my company, with Empower Network. I got all in. I bought all the products because it's a no-brainer, right? You want to get the education. We give you the education and the products, and you want to make big. You want to make $100, $500, $1,000 commissions. That's all we had at the time. We have more now. But you want to make those big. Like I wanted to make $100 commissions, $500 commissions, $1,000 commissions. I wanted to do that. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But that's what I wanted to do. So you know what? I got all in the next morning, and I went to Orbitz or Travelocity or something like that, and I booked my flight, and I got my ticket. I did it. I just did it. And I got to the event, and I saw those people. And I saw Dave and Dave up there, and I saw all of that money. I saw people happy. I saw people smiling. I saw people laughing. I felt the energy in the room when everyone stood up to say, hey, I've made money doing this, and it was easy. I felt the energy. And I made friends there. Some awesome friends. In the Dream Team, actually. You'll hear a lot about them. But I saw all of that, and I came back, and I actually made money. I made my first commissions online with Empower Network, and it was easy. I said, you know what, if I just get to that event, if I just get all in and get to the next event, I will succeed. And I did. I began succeeding. Because it never ends here. It never ends here. That's beautiful. But you know what? I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, that's why you should get to the next event. If you don't have tickets for Chicago, get tickets for Chicago, for our Chicago event called Get Money. That's so gangster. That is just beyond gangster, and that's just like Dave and Dave to name our next event Get Money. But Get Money 2013. Get your tickets. Get all in. and be there. I'll see you there. I'm going to be there with you. Okay? Have an awesome day. Go do that right now. Of course, if you don't want to, if you don't want to, attend an event and, change your business forever, regardless of where you're at, because, it's going to change either way. Regardless of where you're at. You could be struggling, you could be advanced. You could have been in the game for 10 years if you wanted. This will change the game, guys. We just brought in 100,000 members from launch, which was only a little over a year ago. We launched on Halloween. Over 100,000 members. Not bad in the first year, right? We paid out over $30 million in commissions to our affiliates in the first year. And 100% commissions, by the way. It's none of that weenie crap that that you see everywhere else. It's not 50%, not even 75%. We go 100% because you deserve it. That's what we're responsible for. And guys, with what's happening in Chicago, because they're saying the same thing, guys. They're saying we are releasing something in Chicago that will flip everyone on top of their heads. and I've learned to believe them when they say stuff like that, because whatever they say, like, they put their mind to it, man. You would not believe the determination that you'll see here. But within the next 4 to 6 months, I would not be surprised if by the end of that term that we're bringing in 100,000 members a month, every month. I would not be surprised. Just gonna be honest. I really believe that's gonna happen. It will not be long before we have 1 million people in Empower Network. And I just want you to have a step ahead of the game, so to speak. I want you to see this before anyone else does, because guys, we've been averaging about 400 new members a week, and honestly, I just want you to be a part of that 400, because those 400 are going to be further ahead than the next 400, obviously. Okay, and especially if you go to the event, you'll be 6 months ahead of everyone else, the people who do not attend the event. And tickets are almost sold out. And guys, we only have 5,000 spaces. Last I heard, which was a couple weeks ago, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but last I heard, we're 2/3 of the way sold out. So if you want to get in, and if you want to change your business, and if you want to make 100% commissions and just get money in 2013, get to the event. Get all in, first of all. Get all in. Get to the event. All right? And you just get money after that. But I hope this was of value to you. And I look forward to sharing some more memories of my event experiences with you in some other videos. You check out my other videos, like this video, subscribe, do whatever you want. Above all, just take action. And you know what? If you don't want to, if you don't want to earn $25 commissions, $100 commissions, $500 commissions, $1,000 commissions, and now, see, what they released in San Diego was a product that pays $3,000 commissions. Okay. So, if you don't want to earn all those commissions, that's fine. It's just more for us, I guess. That's one way of looking at it. But if you don't want that, that's cool. If you don't want 100% commissions for the work you do, that's cool too. Regardless, I hope you have an awesome day. And you know what? If you do want 100% commissions, click the link below. Check it out. You could check out that blog that I was talking about, that 19-year-old. You can check that out too. I have that down there somewhere. Yeah, have an awesome day. And I'll see you on another video.